Welcome to ENN. I'm Jessica Coons.
I'm Brian Wilk.
Students were forced to evacuate all Highlands buildings and Lawrence Towers on Thursday as a drilling accident broke an underground gas line. This is yet another inconvenience forced upon the students living in the newer dorms. As this line break just happened, ENN will be on the scene every step of the way to report and get an official response. Tune into the next broadcast for full details.
April 5th marked the annual One Day Without Shoes event created by Tom's Shoe. Students gathered to march around the Frank G. Pogue Student Center to raise awareness for millions of children who grow up without shoes and are at risk for infections and disease.
We're here on the Edinboro University campus where students decide to pitch their shoes for the Day Without Shoes event in order to raise awareness.
Okay, for every pair somebody buys from his website or a store that sells them, a pair will be donated to a child in need around the world. They do U.S., they do outside the U.S., they do it all. So they have a national event held each year. This year it was held on April 5th. There's groups doing events all over the world. So we decided to have a barefoot walk here in Edinboro.
So why the barefoot walk? How does it benefit?
It just raises awareness what kids who don't have shoes have to go through on a daily basis. We might do it today and our feet are cold and it hurts on the rocks, but some people have to do this every day.
It was really hard. I mean, I almost didn't make the full lap, and it was only one lap, barely, like a mile, and I couldn't really make it. So now I have my shoes back on. I'm trying to get feeling back in my shoes, in my feet, and yeah, it's tough. I would not last a day without shoes, I don't think, especially in this weather,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Could you tell us how this raises awareness to students and across the country too?
Because like when they see you, and you don't have shoes on, they're like, wow, you're crazy, whatever, But, it's still good because then it'll make you think, could I go, barely a lap that's like barely a mile without shoes, and I barely could. I'm going to try to do maybe one more lap if I can, but,
Well, I see you're a Highland ambassador. Could you tell us a little bit with the affiliation with it?
I don't know. We've just been trying to help out, like Sarah a little bit because, we want to do that sort of service thing for them, So it's a good thing to do, definitely to raise awareness and to get more people involved in it.
The Day Without Shoes event gathered dozens of students on campus to raise awareness as well as collect monetary donations for the cause. For more information, you can visit daywithoutshoes.com. For ENN News, I'm Cameron Stayline.
Kevin Hart performed in front of a huge crowd at Macomb Fieldhouse on Saturday, April 2nd. Hart was on a leg of his Laugh at My Pain tour, which he's filming now and is expected to be released in theaters in fall of 2011. Hart says that there is a huge difference between performing for college students versus doing shows for an older audience, because when doing his show for students, he has to keep in mind that he's talking to those who may not have experienced the topics that he's bringing to the table. Despite this, Hart was a huge hit with the Edinboro crowd, and although he works in movies and television, he still plans to continue with stand-up because that's where he got his start. For more information on Kevin Hart and his future plans, go to khartonline.com.
Edinboro University got a musical treat this past week as the Navy Sea Chanters made a stop to Cole Auditorium in the final days of their spring tour. The United States Navy Sea Chanters are the official choir of the U.S. Navy and perform a variety of music ranging from traditional choir pieces to sea chants and show tunes. The Sea Chanters also perform crowd-pleasing favorites such as selections from the Jersey Boys.
Scottish-Irish music and dance ensemble Road to the Isles found their way to the campus Wednesday. The 6-member group performed the instrumental music, dance, and folk song traditions of the Celtic nations, including the Highland Fling, jigs and reels, and sword dance. The ensemble portrays a unique view of the similarities and differences between the music and dance traditions of these fascinating and ancient cultures. The Pittsburgh-based group's visit was part of the annual Performing Arts Series, which is sponsored by SGA.
Over 80 vendors packed the Pogue Center's multi-purpose room for the 13th annual Health and Wellness Fair. This 2011 fair was boasted to be the biggest and best yet, with this year's theme being "The First Health is Wealth." Sponsored by Edinburgh University's Health Services, this 4-hour event hosted local businesses and health organizations, which they answered questions, gave information, offered help, and also gave away some prizes. Some of the health-related vendors were chiropractors, alcohol safety instructors, police officers, and hypnotics.
Prospective students flooded the campus on Saturday as the annual open house was taking place. High schoolers interested in finding out just what Edinburgh University has to offer toured campus with their parents and met with members from the various academic departments.
The PASHE Board of Government approved the new academic course, two new academic course offerings for the fall semester. Students interested in careers in such fields as product development, coordination, and operations analysis can now take part in a Bachelor of Science degree program in Industrial and Engineering Administration. On top of that, an Arabic Language Bachelor of Arts will be offered as an online program, which would originate at California University. The program is being stressed as many federal agencies are now requiring an understanding of the Arabic language.
And stay with us. We will be right back after weather.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Got a hankering for fresh hand-tossed pizza hot out of the oven? How about some chicken fingers with french fries cooked to order? Wish you could start the day off with some warm, gooey cinnamon rolls? Satisfy your cravings at Norman's Deli and Pizzeria. Located in the College Park Apartments, Norman's is only a short walk from the Edinburgh campus. But if you'd rather eat in, Norman's delivers throughout the Edinburgh area. Just call 814-734-4747 and you'll get fast, friendly service. Norman's, now that's what I'm talking about.
University. For those who share these halls, it's a place where great things happen. A place where heritage, tradition, and academic excellence merge with a vibrant campus life.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Brown, President of Edinburgh University, a place where great things indeed are happening.
Edinburgh University. Discover more at edinburgh.edu.
Hey there, Tinny. Are you tired of walking all the way to class? How about in the rain? In the snow? Sick of trying to find a parking spot, paying for gas, or parking tickets? Wouldn't you rather spend your money at places like Walmart, Erie, or the Mill Creek Mall? Shopping, class, the movies, wherever life takes you, EMTA can get you there. Ride free with your student ID.
Hello everyone, I'm Dorian Shern with this week's weather forecast. Let's take a look at our map, shall we? We have a chance of rain showers for this upcoming weekend, so if you have any plans, it's not going to deter it. You just might need an umbrella or your jacket, but not to worry. We're still going to have warm temperatures. Just make sure there's rain in the forecast. Let's take a look at our weekly forecast, shall we? Let's start off on Monday. We have rain with a high of 55 and a low of 41. On Tuesday, we have rain showers likely, highs 52 with a low of 38. On Wednesday, hump day, we have highs of 54 with a low of 36 with cloudy to partly sunny skies, a little iffy around there, but other than that, it will be cloudy skies. On Thursday, we have rain showers likely with a high of 50 with a low of 37. And on Friday, we have rain showers likely, high 45 with a low of 34. And let's take a look at this weekly's weather forecast. What is the colorful clouds that forms above 50 miles above the Earth's surface? A, cirrus clouds. B, noctilucent clouds. C, cumulonimbus clouds. Or D, cirrostratus clouds. And this week's weather forecast is B. Noctilucent clouds. These are very rare and are only seen at night. Sun reflects off the ice crystals. To form these clouds, temperatures have to be around negative 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, so they don't call them noctilucent clouds for nothing, everyone. Well, my name is Dorian Churn with this week's weather forecast.
Hey guys, Pat Nuzzo here with your Edinburgh University sports. The women's track teams had a huge win at the Worcester Invitational. The Scots took first place with 224 points, while Worcester took second with 142. Kat Fowler was a triple winner in the 200-meter dash, 400-meter dash, and the 4x100 relay. Allison Gibbons won the 800-meter run, while Hannah Kukowicz won the 1,500-meter run. On the men's side, their team finished in second place behind Westminster. The Scots had 7 first-place finishes, including Scott Anderson's win in the 1,500-meter run and Sean Naderer's win in the 5,000-meter run. Next up for both teams is the Slippery Rock Open and the Bucknell Distance Carnival. Good luck. The lacrosse team's game at Kutztown was postponed due to unplayable field conditions and will be played on April 18th. The ladies play Westchester at home and travel to play Tiffin in the upcoming week. They're currently 3-7 and 0-6 in the PSAC. After countless softball games being postponed, the ladies will finally get their chance to play at home with a doubleheader against Slippery Rock starting at 2 p.m., April 9th. The Scots will then travel to Cal and also play Gannon and Mercyhurst in the upcoming week. Good luck to the softball players as they make up some of the games that were postponed. That'll do it for sports. On a side note, the Pirates are 4-3, so hopefully they'll end up with a winning record this season, first time in 18, 19 years. I don't remember, I'm only 19 years old. Anyway, that'll do it for the sports this week. I'm Pat Nuzzo.
All right, welcome back to ENN. Dorian, what's going on with weather?
Rain this weekend, but other than that, it's actually going to be looking nice next week. So, Pat, how are we looking at sports?
The women's softball team finally gets to play at home, so
All right.
It's exciting.
Well, we have a special for you, ETV viewers. Jess Coons is joining us live in the studio with ETV member Nathan Del Rey, who has a special treat for us. Jess?
That's right, Brian. I'm here with our own Nate Del Rey to talk about his band, The Should Have Known It, and a couple of events they have coming up this Saturday, April 9th. So, Nate, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yes, absolutely. On Saturday, I'll start with that. Saturday, there's going to be a lot of music that day from 1 to 3 o'clock. There will be our show, The Should Have Known It. Michael Keenis is also in the band. He's one of the guitarists as well, and vocals, and he sings a little bit. But 1 to 3 at the coffee shop, Eclectic Etceteras. That's just a free show. We'll be playing outside. Hopefully, if the weather permits, we'll be playing outside. And that'll be cool. That'll be awesome. Just 2 hours, 1 to 3. That'll be just strictly us, our own originals and stuff. And then later that day at 6, at the Keg, right across the street at the Keg, there's going to be a bunch of music there. There's three bands playing there for, and it's a fundraiser for Frank Taylor Scholarship, the Sociology Club. I think the Sociology Club is putting it on. It's the Frank Taylor Scholarship, and that starts at like 7 or 8. We'll see, but whenever we get there. But before the 3 bands start, I open for them. But there's going to be like an open mic kind of deal going on.
So I'm guessing the first show is open for all ages, and then donations for the second show.
Yes, yeah. The first show is all ages. That's from 1 to 3. The Should Have Known It, strictly Should Have Known It, and then later is the donations, the fundraiser at the Keg that night.
Sounds good. And I know you have something that you do every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday night.
Can you tell us about that?
Every Wednesday night is open mic night at the bowling alley. So if you play music or sing or just want to say a poem or something, you can do that. I don't care. Because I'm in charge of it. As I'm in charge of it, you can do whatever you want when you go there. But it's right by where they do karaoke, right by the bar in the bowling alley, and pretty much if you can just step up and come play whatever the heck you want.
Sounds like fun. You're getting really, really involved in the community. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now you're gonna play a little selection.
Good of the community.
Yes, you're gonna play a little piece for us here. Yes. What are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play a hit. This is called Chupacabra.
All right, well you hit it. This is Nate Del Rey from ENN and the Should Have Known It.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Take a little powder, take a little salt, put it in a shotgun. I go walking out now, chupa chupa, chupa chupa, moly moly. Let's go get high, and then we'll be low. Gonna stand you up and shoot you, cause Mr. Kirkus told me so. I was walking through the forest, and oh, what did I see? I saw a funky-looking creature. He was chewing up on a sheep. That Chupacabra, 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 spit Spanish at me, spit Spanish at me. And then that El Chupacabra is Spanish for the Chupacabra. And that mean that's Chupacabra. He was grinning and grinning at me. I could tell by the look he had on his face. He could tell I was tasty in that Chupacabra, Chupacabra, Chupacabra. But take a seat with me, take a seat with me. And then that El Chupacabra sunk his teeth in me. After that Chupacabra bit me, I jumped back and I screamed. I said, hey Chupacabra. And then he pulled out his pee-pee and that Chupacabra, 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 spreading STDs, spreading STDs. And then that El Chupacabra splooshed his chupagoos all over me. Thank you very much. Please come out to the show.